Running and rolling, man. We're right on the wire. It's Thursday. There's already a ton of people at the camp out. I haven't been there yet since people started showing up, except for Trucker Paul and a few other people who always end up showing up early to help out. Eric, my man, Buffalo Bill back there, is going to drive the Hummer because we got to get these vehicles up there. This already belongs to somebody, and we flew him in so he can ride it back home, and he's there at the camp out waiting for his vehicle. We got Long, Tall, and Deadly driving all the camp out t-shirts up there, and we got 100 things to do and only a couple hours to do it. As usual, 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Well, here goes nothing. As we always say, one way or another, the camp out's happening. No matter what I do or don't do at this point, people are showing up. So I should probably be a little less stressed. I still have so many things to do. But again, no matter what I do or don't do, it's Thursday. It's happening. I just have to surrender myself to the winds of fate. Let them blow me where they may. And when it comes to getting blown, oh, baby, I'll never kick that one out of bed. A absolutely nightmarish traffic experience. Literally just stop and go traffic for almost an hour. I'm sweating bullets. It's hard to, when you're already stressed out about the million things that are happening, and then you got to sit in traffic for an hour and a half. It's hard to not be stressed. I'm still trying to let it all wash over me. Trying to not freak out. The bummer is I know people are going to want to hang out when I come in, and I can't hang out yet because I've still got 100 things to do before I have my first beer. It's going to make me seem rude. I hate doing that. Damn, there's already quite a few people here for Thursday. All right, it's the next morning after some rather fuzzy, sketchy activities last night. And speaking of sketchy activities, you know him, you love him from the comments section. It's Matt Says, and he's looking to take the sketchiest title away because he hit a police spike strip, don't ask any questions, going about 75 miles an hour and blew out the rear tire on his Goldwing. The only tire available for him to get down here was a temporary used donut. You still have it over there?
I have it over there. It's off a Chevy Blazer.
On this green Goldwing?
Yeah.
Dude, on the back of this, he's got a new tire now, but let's go check out the tire he rode here on, all the way from what, Alabama?
Yeah, about 45 minutes south of Alabama at a rest stop in the middle of nowhere.
That's the freaking one, man. Yeah, temporary use only. I mean, you followed the letter of the law.
You know, I did save money and time. I only used the center of it.
My man here from last year, one of the few who managed to sneak in and get a tattoo from Miss Cassidy, and it's still looking good, baby. You know, there's a few people that this would not be the same without. There's a few people that are just really special. And you know, my man 9 Mills on 2 Wheels isn't one of them, but we're still really glad he's here. He still made every single one, man. Dude, this guy freaking went through hell and high water to get here this year, and I'm so glad you did, because I know I'm saying just for the camera, it wouldn't be the same without you, dude. All right. Not at all. He's freaking road worn right now, and I'm making him get out just because there's no way I wasn't gonna walk over here. A few months ago, you remember my man here, Brian's son, John, learned how to ride a motorcycle on a VTX 1300 out here on the property by David. This is what I love this story so much. This is Brian D. Anderson, world famous author. You might know him from such stories as The Bard's Blade. Just an amazing human being who's a good friend of mine, who says all you have to do is write what is it? One chapter?
One page a day.
One page a day. I've been talking to him about the novel I'm writing for about 2 years, but I ain't done 1 page a day. This is what I love about Harley Davidson. This is a generational motorcycle. It was his uncle's bike, then it was his bike, and now it's his son's bike. And 2 months ago, he learned how to ride. 2 months later, they did a 500-mile trip side by side, father and son.
Yep.
That's amazing, dude. I love it. And I'm sorry to put you on the spot with the freaking camera, but that is so freaking cool. Warms the cockles of the heart, possibly even the subcockle area. Speaking of family and family riding together, of course, David's getting married, so he's got a bunch of family in town, and his brother's in town, so he's getting back on a motorcycle for the first time in 30 years for David's wedding. I love it. The crew's all here, and of course, I've been sharing his adventures the whole time. My man, a cog in the wheel, Casper made it. We got the El Camino Special over here also down, and I knew as soon as I rolled in. He's actually made it to every single camp out. What's really funny about him is when he came to the first camp out, he didn't even know who I was. He just freaking heard about it at the dealership. My girl over here who made it down, hopefully make it down for a game night, you know? Who said girls don't play Dungeons and Dragons, all right? Warlock? Hell yeah. All right. Sounds like everybody's ready but me. As per usual, we're on a shade tree 5 minutes, which means I still got to snooze. Everyone's out here with their Odin gloves, and I freaking can't find mine.
Not gonna get us lost, are you?
That's why I'm putting it in. I know where it is, but I'm just making sure, dude. All right, what do we say? We're leaving at 9? We're only a half hour late. Leading the pack on the unassuming Silverwing, baby. 650 cc's of pure luxury, and hopefully my windshield stays on for another 60 miles. Morning fog always makes riding a bike with a windshield a leap of faith, because I can't really see what's coming in front of me, which is exactly how I like it. I don't want to see what's up there. It might be scary. The double wing. Very rare, very dangerous, very sexy.
Gold and silver weave.
On wings of gold and silver. Listen up, baby. A dragon needs 2 wings to fly. Let's do it. Lead the pack to the Harley store. That's why I love birds, though. I don't care what comes up there. Actually, my man Cog of the Wheel works at a Harley Davidson. So, yes, you're just fine riding your Honda up to 1. I can't believe how many times you have that thing apart and it still looks so good. You must be a careful bastard. That's what you are. I am not. Every time I take my wing apart and put it back together, it looks twice as worse. Cog in the wheel, setting the mood of the ride with I Saw the Sign, blasting that ace of bass on the original cassette. You know, it always seems like less bikes before we leave, and now we're on the road. I'm like, holy crap, dude, we're rolling up to Birds with a whole ass crew. I know I just made everyone pay a toll, but you know what? I want them to get this view of downtown Tampa, especially the people from out of town. Plus, you get your own little postcard, your little memory from the Tampa Toll Expressway saying that, hey, I was in Tampa at the Weirdo Campout. That'll be $2.50. You know, I never know if it really matters to anybody, but I see this view of Tampa all the time, and it never gets old to me. So when I got all these people here from out of town, I want to show them the place I love, man. I want to show them Tampa. And this is just, from up here, this is just one of the coolest sights. Coming into Ybor City right over there. I could probably hit the Dirty Shame with the baseball right now, and downtown Tampa right over there. I absolutely love it. Okay, which way am I going? Dude, can you... What is up with my phone right now? That's what I get for following my phone and just instead of going the way I know, dude. Can't win for trying, man. I was like, oh, take this way, it's faster, and took us through downtown. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a Brapstar ride if we didn't take the absolute dumbest way possible. Y'all getting the full experience. How about that? Frickin' met right up with Shay Lisi. Had no idea. Biker Babe Beth on the Sportster S. That's freaking hilarious. This happened last year, too. I swear we didn't plan this. Once again, double silver wings. Twin 650s, baby, side by side. Oh, I can't believe Shay Lisi left from the house. And the fact that we went through that stupid way through downtown and got halfway lost because I wanted to follow my phone just means that we just met up with Shay Lisi, Biker Babe Beth, and Jason from Sugar Tree Farm on the road. That is so freaking cool. Riding side by side with Shay Lisi right now on the 2 bikes that we just went cross country on, both getting given away, getting raffled off to benefit Forgotten Angels, which you can't buy by the time this comes out. Obviously, the raffle's getting pulled tomorrow. You can't buy a ticket anymore, but she just met up with me on the highway while we're leading this pack of ne'er-do-wells, losers, weirdos, and scum up to Burt's Barracuda after we rode them all the way across the country. It just feels good. I don't even know what else to say about it. It just feels freaking amazing. It was meant to be. And Jason's here on the freaking suicide machine on the Super Duke. My man Jason from Sugar Tree Farms. The whole reason that these 2 Silver Wings exist, by the way, Jason from Sugar Tree is the whole reason me and Shay Lisi got to do that cross-country trip. Sugar Tree Farm, he donated both these Silver Wings. Well, one, and then I went over there. He challenged me to ride it home from Portland. I said, no, I'm not leaving Shay Lisi behind. He whipped the cover off of this one and said, how about if there's 2 of them? And he donated both these bikes to Forgotten Angels. Right now, that raffle's sitting at about $80,000. So, Jason, you should feel pretty good about that one, bud. And he treated us so good in Portland that, you know what, man? We had to have a cool bike for him to ride. Not that it's mine, but huge thanks to Burt's Barracuda for letting me borrow a Super Duke, so when my friend Jason came into town, he has a really cool bike to ride. Burt always hooks it up for us. More than just a dealership, Burt is a close personal friend of mine. He's just a great guy. Went through Stoplight City and me getting the whole group lost, even when I had the directions on my phone to a place I've been to 1,000 times. You know, just another day in the life of the Brapstar dipshits. But now we're at Bert's, man. I hear a cold beer calling my name. It's 10 a.m. somewhere. Oh, dude. Road King Kong returns home, too. I love it. It happened again. I still can't believe it. Like, that's the wildest thing I can possibly imagine.
You want to know a way to get on my good side? I'm easy, baby. Fire Lord Ozai, the great and powerful. You come up, hand me a beer. We're friends till the beer's gone, you know? At least that long. Single serving friend. I love this guy. Ozai's the man. Oh, yeah. But everybody looks better as a cowboy. I was just remarking that I have not been burned yet by somebody who's won a bike. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or eventually an asshole is going to win one. My man here won the Pacific Coast 800. He's riding it back. All right, let me tell you something right now. The reason I got the Dad Force ones is because of my man right here. And let me tell you what, we ain't the only ones with custom Nikes. Let's see the back of those things. Road King Kong 131. That's all right, man. And matching colors. Yo, I just walk up here. We got the whole crew out here. Everybody's drinking, having fun. My girl over here's got a freaking cocktail that's bubbling and smoking over there, dude. Look at yours too. Damn, dude. You guys are on vacation.
All right, I kind of remember the directions. Well, apparently we're going a whole different way. I'm in front, so good luck. Dude, Jason was like, nah, on the KTM. And he literally just rented a road glide from my man over here. I mean, I don't blame him. That KTM is freaking crazy. All right, we got our blockers. We got everyone together. Time to rock and roll. The ride from Birch to Forgotten Angels is always something else. Dude, we got a big ass crew. I love it. Rolling on through, baby. There he goes. Man, 9 wheels on 2 wheels doing work out there. The V-Rod, very well suited to the task of jumping forward and blocking. All right, get ready for your picture. I attended the Weirdo camp out in Florida. You'll get it in the mail in a couple weeks. You know what? This view's probably worth the toll way more than the view of downtown Tampa. Going over the Sunshine Skyway is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad that everybody who came down here for this is getting to experience it. Even though, you know, there's a lot of people who even live in Tampa who are too freaked out to ride over the Sunshine Skyway. So there's probably a few people going like, I didn't sign up for this. If heights aren't your thing, going over the Sunshine Skyway could definitely give you the shivers.
Y'all, we're hanging out here with Paco Pete, who tells me for sure he's going to completely polish my YZ490 motor so I can absolutely destroy it. I love it when somebody does nice work that I can absolutely not respect. Hanging out with all my friends here and the one and only, the mysterious, the angry, the dangerous, Black Dow, Mr. Reno himself. This guy walked up here with an attitude 2 foot wide. My man right here, he came down from Washington. Said he moved down here for a girl, but he kept the bike. Sorry, man. What's a girl without a bike, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you get rid of the bike, well, if the girl leaves, then it's harder to get another girl.
Oh yeah.
And if his girlfriend's watching this, I'm sorry. And if Chris is watching this, hey Chris. I did earlier. I forget what I do. I did get a good shot of it though, man. My man, the true believer right here. If you get a Brapstar tattoo, you get 0% off for lifetime. Now that's a shade tree guarantee. I fucking love you. My man came up here, just give me a David Allen Coe record because he said it looked like me on the shovel head. Minus about 100 pounds, but thanks for the compliment. So my man Wildman's got this iron head chopper here, junkyard headlights. The thing looks freaking slick, man. You know, you get a little bit closer. It looks great from 10 foot away. You know, the Brapstar sticker up here. We got old, what did you say? That's off a lampshade back there?
It's off a bathroom cabinet.
Bathroom cabinet. Dude, I love that shit, man. My buddy did that, a guy by the name of Cycle Monster, and he's just got all sorts of weird kitchen stuff and all that. It's a great looking chopper, man. I really dig it.
Yeah, I built this thing out of boxes in my living room. I got a lot of inspiration.
In your living room?
In my living room.
That's an understanding old lady right there. That's the #1 clue. I can always tell when someone's going to be someone I know, and especially from the videos, and they're going to be a kindred spirit, because they're just a total scum of the earth dirtbag, but somehow they got a beautiful woman in tow. Don't ask me how we all do it, because if I could tell you, I wouldn't share. Look at that Yamaha boat, man. I love that. It's like close to almost being as cool as a Harley Davidson.
It's almost like a scout.
It's so close. My man just did David a solid. Wait, where'd you go? There he is. Let him go on the Blackbird, man. You know David's a 90s guy because he fucking loves the Blackbird. That dates a dude. When your favorite superbike's a Blackbird, that dates you, all right?
Apparently I'm as old as David.
You're as old as David? No, man. That's like you grew up with records. You grew up in a different era if your favorite superbike's a Blackbird. It's the next day, it's the next morning. The bright light is shining just a little too bright on everybody, feeling just a little fuzzy, a little gritty, a little dirty, none more than me. But we have a beautiful surprise. I did not think Moto Mortician was gonna make it this year. He told me he wasn't, damn near in tears, not gonna make it. And he goes, I didn't know I was coming either till a couple days ago. And he shows up on his bike.
920 miles yesterday.
My man. It's a wedding, baby. You know, how many times you get married? Maybe 4 or 5 times ever, you know, in your life. Let it not be said that we didn't get people breakfast. Why don't you pop the top off that 5-gallon bucket over there? I did not let y'all go without. I said free food, I meant free food. Breakfast is served, baby. Guys, always got to remember, whoever's in charge of cooking the meat, make sure you support him, man. That's a man who did the most. Not available online yet, but keep an eye out for, what are you even calling it, Jeremiah? Dwight Smokem's. Keep an eye out for Dwight Smokem's butt rub coming soon. I'm sitting over here with my man Dean, who's been down to the Shame a couple times. You know, people always say they're gonna bring vehicles to donate to Forgotten Angels, and we do appreciate that, and sometimes they're very bad, sometimes they're good, and sometimes they never bring them. So when he said he was gonna bring a camper van, I was like, yeah, sure, man, bring it on down. I didn't really think anything of it. So he showed up to the camp out, and he brought the camper van. So I just got the entire story behind this. This is an 87 Dodge full pop-up camper. I'm gonna let Shay Lisi's gonna do the full tour later. I just wanted to tell the story behind it real quick. Dean and his wife and his wife are donating this vehicle. The story I just got behind this was his wife was dying of a muscular, or not dying, she could have been cured, was dying of a muscular disease, lost everything, her house, her home, her job, and ended up living in this van. Literally, she lived in a van down by the river. That's what happened. Because anyway, we could get into the medical system in the United States. I'm not going to talk about it right now. All I want to talk about is Dean and his wife's amazing contribution here, and they met online on an RV site. She had never had anything to do with motorcycles, and now they donated this van, and they're both riding back on the motorcycle, and freaking he helped her through this journey and in this van, and now they're setting it down here, and it's going to do amazing things for Forgotten Angels. That's an amazing thing. It's an amazing story, and that's the Cliff Notes. We just got the tearjerker version. Come here, you bastard. She shared her story with us and what happened to her and how she ended up having to get the medicine, and it's got the gears turning how we might be able to help some other people too besides just Forgotten Angels. Anyway, go to Shay Lisi's channel for the full tour of inside, because I saw the outside, I thought the inside was gonna be roach. It ain't. They're donating a big deal, freaking, this is a huge deal, Dean. I hope you know that. Let me tell you right now, man. Everyone thinks Barf Party ain't coming back. The vomit comet will rise, I promise you. And when it does, I just got the coup de grace for that shit. Those are beautiful. Thank you. You are gonna see them in every video that Barf Party's in.
I was so depressed that they wouldn't fit mine.
Dude, those are amazing, man.
Oh, dude, those are pimp. And I'm looking, I'm like, they don't fit mine.
I fucking love you, dude. You just made my damn day, man. Next on the list of the many, many things we got to do at Forgotten Angels, looking around this space right here, I'm actually about to get kicking with my man Dwight Smokem's over here. He's doing the heavy lifting as far as the meat goes. I'm just gonna handle the sides.
Heavy enough for me.
But we're just doing here, we got these smokers set up, about to boil some potatoes, freaking do the whole deal. Oh, baby, that's what's up, all right? My man here does it right. He does it right. And that's what I love about Dwight Smokem's, is he just loves to feed people. But wait, there's more. Baby.
And
My Lord, dude. If you're one of the lucky few that got to grab the initial run of Dwight Smoke'em Sweet Heat, you're a lucky person. Let me tell you, everybody was eating it last night. I'm gonna handle this over here. I've only got one turkey fryer to boil a pot, so we're gonna do the other one old-fashioned caveman style. We're just gonna light a fire under that one. Fire makes stuff hot last time I checked. Kindling paper from somewhere. Throw a couple of these logs on there. You just start a fire. Hey, I'm barking orders, man. Let me tell you, there's one thing Shade Tree Surgeon is unafraid of. He is unafraid of a beautiful woman. He is unafraid of a fast motorcycle. And he is unafraid to delegate. If you sit around me with your hands in the pockets, I'm gonna give you a job. My man Dwight Smoke'em says we're gonna build a kitchen here. That's next on the list. We're building a full kitchen at Forgotten Angels. We're gonna do this right. Anyway, I gotta put my camera down and actually cook some food now. I love this, man. All I gotta do is walk away for a minute and everyone just kind of takes over, man. We got veg over here. Hey, where's your beard now? We got water going, we're starting to boil. We got a fire started over here. You know, we're just making the sides, but it's still noble work, okay? We got Shovelhead Veg himself with a beer rewarded because he is the god of hellfire and he brings you fire. My friend here drove all the way from Daytona to drop off a check that was gathered by his church down there, Church on Wheels, to give to Dave and Cindy, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I want to make sure you get some recognition for that.
I don't need any recognition.
The best kind of people, man. That means I can take all the credit. Put that on there.
They got this man working over here. Look at that.
Good. No, I'm gonna pull my shooters over here.
Who put you to work like this?
Huh?
Who put you to work like this?
Listen up, baby. If you want a job done half-assed, you gotta do it yourself.
That's right, man. Josh has the breakfast line going. Unsung hero of the morning here.
I'll be honest with you. The secret to cooking is not caring. That way, if it's bad, I don't really give a shit. All right, it's the next day. I just spent. Oh yes, someone already filmed. Jeremiah. Dwight Smoke'em's filmed me cooking eggs. We're saying all of our goodbyes. You know, it's all the beautiful girls here that I'm gonna miss the most. Whoa! Hey, baby.
I love it, dude. This is a fucking ripper.
I like the way you do business, girl. You grow that butt yourself or what?
On the tank, it should have been dead on Sunday morning, banging my head, and I just left Sunday morning on there.
I like that, man.
But I named it Phil after the guy that passed away.
That owned it before. That's so freaking cool, man. You know what? He's no longer with us, but that's pretty cool because his bike just put a smile on so many people's faces this weekend. I love that, man. My man Shelby over here freaking literally brought his cat out to say hello to everyone.
Shelby and I are dating now.
My man Cog and the wheel over here with the freaking Thick Lizzy transportation, all right? Yeah, here it is, man. It's not a camp out. It ain't even a camp out unless Thick Lizzy's here. I freaking love it, man. Thick Lizzy and long, tall, and deadly Blissful Ellie on the back of the golf cart. Can you think of a more deadly duo? I keep threatening to interview him, man. We got my buddy Lieutenant Dan over here.
Hey,
And he, huh?
Come here.
Hold on, I'm talking about this. Oh, with all the girls. See ya. I was about to tell this beautiful story about how he got on a bike after losing both his legs, but you know what, man? There's some pretty girls over here, so forget that sad ass shit.
This entire weekend.
Don't worry, he ain't going nowhere fast, girls. Well, I'm sorry, dude. I'm such a cocksucker, man. So I keep threatening it. Now I'm talking shit. People who are like, oh, he's probably nice in person and he only talks like a jerk in the videos. Like, nah, I'm a total cocksucker in real life too. I can't remember if we ever told your story, but I do want to get together and make a video about my friend here's amazing recovery and how he got back on a motorcycle. after losing both of his legs in a motorcycle accident. It's inspiring. It's humbling. It makes me feel like there's nothing I can't do because I haven't had to. Anything that I have to do hasn't been nothing compared to what you've had to go through to stand here with a smile on your face and ride a motorcycle. And I really mean that. It's not just the camera.
Huge thanks to everybody who attended the camp out. I try to talk to everybody who comes, but I gotta imagine that every year there's probably someone that I don't get to talk to. So if I miss you this year, I'm really sorry. If you had to eat some of my breakfast, I'm also really sorry about that. I was pretty hungover when I was doing that. Every year's growing pains, but we still managed to keep this a 100% free event. So huge thanks to all the people on my Patreon. Thanks to everybody who supports here on YouTube and everybody who spent $1 in the Brapstar store. You guys are the ones who are keeping this event free. We're going to keep it free for as long as we can. And for you guys who didn't make it down, you missed a hell of a time and you missed Dave and Cindy's wedding, but that's all right, because we'll see you guys in March. I also want to add that on the group ride, somebody went down. They were severely injured. They had an head injury, but they're going to make a full recovery. Got a bit of a rough road in front of them. I don't want to share anything else about the accident because I haven't spoken to the person about what they want released. I'm just going to go ahead and respect their privacy for right now. I also ask that everyone else do that. You guys might be wondering why my video comes out so late. Well, there's a reason for that. A lot of my friends who come to this camp out, they make videos too. And I wanted everyone to have a chance to get their video out before I release my video because I had a great time watching their stuff because I barely filmed this thing. Well, since I barely filmed anything out there, just walking around getting drunk, being about a high-five motherfucker, barking orders, and generally having a good time with all my friends, here's Blissful Ellie riding on the street for the very first time.
Long, tall, and deadly Blissful Ellie said, "There's no way I'm getting on the bike without matching it." There we go. All right, you ready to ride? This one's really easy. So you rode a Honda before. It was a Honda. Oh yeah, speaking of. I actually have to take a step back to get you completely doing that. Everybody said they wanted to see you on a Honda Monkey, and this has got the same engine, so they'll all be happy. And what's really neat about this, especially from a beginner's perspective, is this bike has no clutch. You cannot stall the bike. And also when you come to a stop, you don't have to worry about grabbing the clutch. You can just worry about your throttle. I don't want you to get you too used to this, because if you get too used to it, you're too used to it. Then you go to ride a regular motorcycle, not thinking about your clutch over here. There you go. You've got front brake there on your right, rear brake there on the bottom.
What if I wanted to like go over the bike and just
over the front, over the handlebars, then grab the front brake as hard as you can.
Yeah.
There you go. You just got to remember where it is in conjunction to your knee. There are plenty of bikes I get on where I'll hit my knees to the handlebars too. Your thigh too, huh? Maybe you need some risers. So how does it hit it when it go all the way? All the way again. I want to see how far you have to put out your leg to do a full lock turn. So you just got to remember to do that. Now don't twist it wide open, but yeah, twist it a little bit and just walk it around.
As far as my wrist goes.
All right, come all the way to me and stop. How do you feel? Do it again. Well, so far, 100% less stalls and crashes than last time, for now. You're doing it. 6'5", long, tall, and deadly Blissful Ellie on the Honda 125. It's just fine. She just fine. It hits her knees a little bit, but that's about it. Yeah, a little bit. All right, go ahead, kid. Figure out where you're going, like in life, or just right now? Because that's a lot. It's a lot for a Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Where are we going in life?
Nobody knows, man. Just close your eyes if it gets scary. All right, go for it. All right, your very first ride on the street. How does it feel? Do you feel dangerous?
Dangerous? No. Anxious? A little bit.
All right, do it again. Just go left this time. Or is there anything that happened that you felt weird about that you want to ask a question about?
No, I don't think so. I just needed...
Wow, no questions at all. I guess you're perfect. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry for that.
The long, tall, and deadly Blissful Ellie. Very first time on an adventure bike on the street, baby. We're hitting the road side by side. Yeah, you've rode around there enough. You're fine. What's the worst that could happen? All right, fire it up. All right, talking about us going out, fire it up. Let's make sure this bike starts first. Why wouldn't it? You ready to go on your first real adventure? Now, if you have that down, the visor, you can leave that up. You just need eye protection. All right. What you're forgetting already? What's your first step? Kickstand. There you go. Take it nice and easy on the Blissful Ellie's first two-wheeled adventure out here. I mean, these are both adventure bikes. We got the Dirtster and the Trail 125, old Ed back there, that Shay Lisi let Ellie borrow for this. I think she's doing just fine. She hasn't taken the course yet. She doesn't have her motorcycle license. Technically, she's riding dirty, but the thing is basically a scooter, and more people than I could probably ever imagine learned how to ride on the street for the very first time on either a CT125 or a Trail 125. So I really don't want to hear it. You know, people were taking their very first ride on the street in that thing since the 60s on up. And I'm sure there's going to be 50 people in the comments going like, yep, I had my very first street ride ever on a Trail 125. Well, you know what? Ellie is too. Come on up. You can pull up next to me. Hey, what's up, nerd? The only thing I'm a little trepidatious about, the whole shifting pattern where there's no clutch and it's down for neutral and the rest of the gears are up. But at the end of the day, you should learn how to ride multiple different kinds of motorcycles. There's motorcycles without clutches, with clutches. Choppers have foot clutches. There's all sorts of different stuff out there. So knowing how to ride a couple different kinds, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Are you back in first gear? Did you downshift? So you would know when you started to take off because you wouldn't have any power. All right, let's go. A little squeak back there. I think she probably downshifted into first, going a little too fast on that thing.
Well, I'll tell you, like any true adventure rider, the very first ride is to the coffee shop. And unlike most people who ride adventure bikes to the coffee shop, it was actually an adventure because it was your first street ride.
True.
I think you get a pass.
I think I did good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Well, you're not dead.
I'm not dead.
That's good. Well, no first motorcycle ride is complete without a trip to the Dirty Shame to hang out with Flip Knob behind the bar and, of course, Richard Boom. Well, only I had beers, not Ellie. Just coffee. Doesn't really make it a first ride, does it, if you didn't have a beer, but we'll let you slide on that one.
Well, Ellie, you might have thought we were going home after the tramp journey to the Shame, but I told you, when I go to Ybor City, I get caught up. I know too many people here, so now we're going to another, well, it's a brewery this time. It's not a bar. That's different. Third time's a charm. Coffee shop, bar, brewery. You can't just one place. You got to go to a few. Remember how to start, stop. See, that's why you drink the beer, so you're not so nervous. I'm not leaving you. It's just when a bike's already started and running, it lets you know it's time to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm just kidding. Take your time. Oh, now look who can't hear. Look at me actually stopping at a stop sign. You know, riding with a new rider is the best thing for me to not break the law. Good? All right. Well, we're gonna break the law a little bit. I mean, why be on a motorcycle if you can't cut through traffic like that?
Just can't stop running into people we know. You know, we come up here to Coppertail, my man over there donated a whole guitar that was getting played at the Forgotten Angels campout that just happened. So I was trying to go 3 for 3 at Coppertail. 3 for 3 where Richard pays for the beers. But unfortunately for me, the third time isn't a charm. I actually do have cash this time.
So, what tip jar did you pull that out of?
Well, you know, Flip had to use the bathroom.
That can't possibly be your money.
Going to the cause. Going to the cause.
There she goes. Coppertail was a good time as always, even though I had to pay. Damn it. I already see she's got her visor up, which, you know, we're not going to be going very fast. I'm sure she wouldn't get hurt, but not having eye protection is instant pullover. Not having eyes on, or at least a clear visor. Oh, you did. You put it down. I was about to yell at you to put your visor down, and you did it. All right. Anyway, like I was saying, not having your visor down or not having clears on when you're on a motorcycle riding around is like not having your headlights on. The cops will pull you over instantaneously. And seeing as Blissful Ellie doesn't have a motorcycle license yet, let's avoid that. Listen up. Let it not be said that Blissful Ellie doesn't know how to do a good thumbnail. Kind of great. Look at that one.
Yeah, and the fucking lighting. Oh, that's gonna be my new fucking YouTube picture.
You good? We got your Giantess pictures. We had an awesome ride. We got a thumbnail. That's a day well done. I think that's gonna about do it. I like it. Like we always said, picture didn't happen, and thumbnails or no one will watch it. All right, guys. I think that's gonna about do it for this one. I don't even know what video this is going on or when this is gonna air, but I rarely do. I just go out, I have fun, I don't really plan it out that much, and I just take all the crap and I smash it into one video, whatever fits in there. I'd say something like, oh, you might not believe that's how it goes, but anybody who watches my videos, y'all pretty much believe that's how it goes. So till next time, y'all, keep it weird.